Hello, it's me, Mr. Miller, again. Today we're going to talk about division of labor. So these are our fill-in notes. Let's go ahead and get started. But before we actually get into what the division of labor is, we have to understand the two different types of organisms that we're working with. First of all, unicellular organisms. Una means one, so the prefix una means one. So that means a single-celled organism, which is made of only one cell. They're very small. You need a microscope to see them, and these are going to include things like bacteria, amoebas, paramecium. The second organism, U, is a multicellular organism. Multi means many. So it's a many-celled organism, which means it has more than one cell that actually makes up this organism. You can see them with the human eye, things like plants and animals. And by animals, I mean humans, cats, birds. So lots of different things here are multicellular organisms, and that's what we're going to focus on in terms of the division of labor. So within a multicellular organism, there is a division of labor. So what does division of labor mean? What it means is that the work, that's labor, of keeping the organism alive is division, among different parts of the body. And each part has a specific job to do. And as each part does its special job, it works with all the other parts to create the organism and to keep it alive. That's what the division of labor means. Well, let's start with the very basic level of the division of labor. It's cells, what we've been talking about. Cells are the first level of organization. So, for example, you have muscle cells, nerve cells, skin cells, blood cells, all within your body, while plants have stem cells and leaf cells. And right here, there's some nerve cells from a body and some skin cells. So that's our very basic level of organization. Now when we get a bunch of these cells together working for a specific function, that takes us to our second level. And our second level happens to be tissues. And like I said, cells rarely work alone. Cells that are similar in structure and function usually join together to form tissues. Now tissues are the second level of organization. And for example, we have nerve cells that work together and they form nerve tissue. Muscle cells work together and they form muscle tissues. That's the second level. Our third level are organs, the organs within your body. When a bunch of different types of tissues work together, they form an organ. So we're going to things like your lungs, your brain, different organs within the body work together. Those are your tissues joining all together to form that organ. Now that leads us to our fourth level. The fourth level is an organ system. Each organ in your body is part of an organ system within it. As a group of organs, they work together to form a specific or major function within the body. So when we start thinking of organ systems within our body, we think of the digestive system. So you start thinking about your tongue, your liver, your intestines, your stomach, all work together to help digest the food. That's an organ system. We have other organ systems. For example, the circulatory system down here in our example. Your heart and your blood vessels all work together for that circulatory system. Respiratory, nervous system, muscular system, all combine to help form a specific function or a major function within your body. So those are organ systems. This all leads, so when we have this organ system working together, this leads us to our fifth level. And that fifth level is the organism itself. So when all those organs are working together, the organ system, they form an organism. So a human, an animal, all together, there's your fifth level. So there's our division of labor, 5 levels, and that's all for this set of notes. And since many of you were complaining that I didn't sign off, I will this time. So, see ya.